Welcome to GED Math Booster problem number 8. This problem involves dividing polynomials when the division symbol is used. So here's our example problem. Simplify the expression below. We have in parentheses 15x to the fourth plus 5x to the third minus 25x squared divided by 5x squared. Now, the form of this expression might look a little unusual to you. Normally, these kind of questions don't use the division symbol, but we don't want to let that confuse us because the adjustment is pretty straightforward. We want to convert division to a fraction form. Remember that division can always be thought of as a fraction. We put this first part on top of the fraction, and then in the place of the division symbol, we use a fraction bar, and then we put this part on the bottom of the fraction. This expression will look like 15x to the fourth plus 5x to the third minus 25x squared fraction bar divided by 5x squared. So now that you see it in this form, that might look more familiar, and you might remember, oh, I just need to break that up into separate fractions, which is our next step. We are going to take each term in the top and create a fraction with this denominator. So the first part is 15x to the fourth over 5x squared. And then we use our addition symbol because the first two terms are being added. And we create our second fraction. 5x to the third over, once again, 5x squared. Now we will use the subtraction symbol because we are subtracting that last term. And we get 25x squared over 5x squared. Notice that our denominators are all the same, and our numerators are each part of this polynomial. So we're getting close to the end. Now we just have to simplify each fraction. And just as a reminder, we're going to do that by dividing the coefficients. In this case, for our first fraction, 15 divided by 5. And then we're going to divide our variables, remembering that we subtract the exponents. 15 divided by 5 is 3. X to the fourth divided by x squared is x squared because 4 minus 2 is 2. We carry our addition symbol down, and then we go to our second fraction. 5 divided by 5 is 1. X to the third divided by x squared is x to the first. So we could write this 1x to the first. Now we're going to simplify that a little bit more in a moment. We carry down the subtraction symbol, and 25 divided by 5 is 5. X squared divided by x squared is going to be x to the 0. 5x to the 0. Now, you might have thought of this as canceling the x squareds, and that's perfectly okay. We'll get to that in a moment. So let's rewrite that in a more appropriate form. 3x squared plus x. The reason for just plus x is we normally don't write a coefficient of 1, and we don't write an exponent of 1. So that just becomes x. And 5 times x to the 0, we remember that x to the 0 is just the number 1. Anything to the 0 power is 1. So this is just minus 5. Our answer is over here, D, 3x squared plus x minus 5. The key takeaway from this problem is to convert problems involving polynomials and the division symbol to the fraction form. That's going to look more familiar to you, and you're going to feel more comfortable solving it from that point. That's it for today. I hope you feel better about answering this kind of problem.